Welcome back to The Will to Wisdom, where we explore timeless ideas with fresh eyes. Today's journey takes us into the mind of one of philosophy's most controversial figures, Arthur Schopenhauer. His ideas on gender, love, and power aren't easy to digest, but they force us to ask the questions we often avoid. If you've ever wondered why some truths stay hidden in plain sight, this one's for you. The philosopher and his premise. Arthur Schopenhauer, born in 1788, was a philosopher renowned for his pessimism and brutal honesty. He saw the world not as a place of harmony, but of conflict, especially between illusion and truth. Nowhere did he apply this more intensely than in his view of women. Schopenhauer believed that men and women were fundamentally different, not just socially, but biologically. Men, in his view, were creators, striving, conquering, and building. Women, on the other hand, were survivors, instinctive, emotional, and pragmatic. Was he right? Or was he projecting his own life one, filled with failed relationships, a contentious bond with his mother, and professional bitterness into the world? Nature versus nurture, the biological debate. Let's take one of Schopenhauer's boldest claims, that women are governed by instinct rather than reason. Today, neuroscience and psychology tell us that men and women do show different brain activity patterns. Women often score higher in emotional intelligence and empathy, while men typically perform better in spatial tasks and systems thinking. But is that biology? Or is it conditioning? Consider the case of a young girl named Arya, who was raised in a household where emotional expression was encouraged and logic was gently guided. She grows up valuing both, entering the world of diplomacy. In contrast, her brother Leo is pushed toward sports and engineering, praised for stoicism and problem solving. Who is truly guided by nature and who by nurture? Schopenhauer's views ignore the social scaffolding that builds identity, and yet, dismissing biological predisposition outright is equally unwise. Reality, as always, is a blend. The illusion of love, a biological trick? One of the most provocative aspects of Schopenhauer's thought is his view on love. He called it a biological illusion, a tool of nature to ensure reproduction, not a pathway to happiness. We've all seen it, relationships that ignite like wildfire only to burn out in cold detachment. Schopenhauer would say that's biology doing its job tricking us into passion for survival's sake. Let's look at an example. In the 1920s, a famous writer named Zelda Fitzgerald married F. Scott Fitzgerald in a whirlwind of romance. Their love, intense and poetic, unraveled under the weight of ambition, alcohol, and mental illness. Was it love? Or was it nature playing puppeteer? Modern science shows that attraction is heavily influenced by subconscious cues, symmetry, scent, fertility. But where Schopenhauer sees only manipulation, we might see a starting point, a spark that can grow into real connection through effort, communication, and commitment. Power in the shadows, women's influence. Schopenhauer claimed women do not wield direct power. Instead, they influence from the shadows through beauty, persuasion, and emotional leverage. He wasn't entirely wrong. History is full of women who shaped empires without ever wearing a crown. Consider Cleopatra, who maneuvered Rome through Caesar and Antony. Or more recently, Eleanor Roosevelt, whose behind-the-scenes work arguably shaped America's humanitarian policies. Even in business, a mentor I know, Maria, A strategic advisor for Fortune 500 CEOs told me, "You don't always need a title to lead. You need vision, empathy, and the ability to read the room." Perhaps Schopenhauer misunderstood. Influence isn't lesser than authority, it's simply a different route to power. Time and desire, living for now or for legacy. Another fascinating distinction Schopenhauer draws is between how men and women perceive time. Men, he argues, chase legacy. Women, by contrast, value the present. This dichotomy might explain countless relationship struggles. The ambitious startup founder who misses dinner again versus the partner who wants connection now. But is present-mindedness a flaw? Or could it be wisdom? Consider the Buddhist teaching of mindfulness, an ancient call to live in the now. Women, if indeed more attuned to the present, might actually be living closer to spiritual ideals. While men chase a legacy that may never come, women create meaning from what already is. The role of women in society, then and now. Schopenhauer feared that giving women more social power would destabilize society. He believed their emotionality and present focus were ill-suited to leadership. Fast forward to today, women lead nations, run corporations, and write laws. Yet Schopenhauer's concerns echo in modern debates. Are we prioritizing feelings over facts? Have emotional appeals replaced logic in politics? Not necessarily. New Zealand's former Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern, led her country through crises with both empathy and efficacy. She proved that emotional intelligence is not a weakness, it's a strength. Schopenhauer feared that difference meant dysfunction, but perhaps difference means balance. Love, power, and the limits of understanding. So, what can we learn from Schopenhauer? He was a man shaped by his time and trauma, yes, but also by a rare commitment to looking beneath the surface. He saw manipulation where we might see adaptation. He feared emotionality where we might see depth. But his greatest insight may be this: men and women are different, and pretending otherwise serves no one. True equality doesn't mean sameness. It means recognizing, respecting, and learning from our differences. If this video gave you something to think about or challenged how you see the world, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your voice helps build a deeper conversation, and together, we grow in the pursuit of wisdom. Thanks for watching The Will to Wisdom. Until next time, stay curious.